Another badass that was voted in by our membership, which makes me proud because people recognize what she's trying to do, is Mary Moriarty, Hennepin County Attorney. Started off on the defense side, is now leading the prosecutors because she recognizes how much transforming justice can be done. We did a story with her recently called Talking About Juvenile Justice Reform. Quotes from that: "We're not very far along in really understanding that people are engaging in behavior because of something else. We look at it simply as a property crime or a drug crime. We need to take a deep dive into the why. We've been conditioned to think about justice as punishment. Are we really about punishment and retribution, or are we about rehabilitation if we think it's possible? There are times when people need to be incapacitated because they just aren't safe to have out in the community. But people have been sold on prison as justice for a long period of time. Our team at Hennepin County Attorney Office is working on building a restorative justice model."
I'm really honored to get this award. And it's meaningful for a number of reasons. And Ellie and I were standing by the restroom not too long ago, and she said to me, "How's your mental health?" And thank you for that. And I came up here, I actually came to this event with a list of things to talk about how what our office is working on. And they really dovetailed nicely with the things that women were talking about before. But when we were hearing about women running in elections and thinking about what my first year plus has been like, I wanted to talk about something else. I was thinking about how long women stay in office. And I was thinking how hard it is to be in office, especially a queer woman in office. People feel free to say things to me and about my partner, who happens to be here, that they would never, ever, ever say to a man, ever. I have to have security now. It's very difficult to hold an elective office where you're being attacked. And because this is a badass award, I feel compelled to have to say something. It is by people in my own party as well. I expected to be attacked by Republicans, expected that. But not by women, particularly in my own party. Not by people in our party who are supposed to be all about the values that we talk about. And so what do I want to see in the next year? I want to see, of course, I want people to be elected. I was, before I came here, at the Senate district, one of the Senate districts, I'm there at another one tomorrow, to give a surrogate speech on behalf of Ilhan Omar. And I was doing some research into all of the things that she's brought back to the district. And I happen to know her, and I watch her, especially in my role as an elected. And she is always the last person there at any event talking to her constituents. She is here. She is a voice of moral clarity right now. And so I'm sitting there asking myself, why aren't we rallying around a black woman, a Muslim woman who's outstanding? Why is that? Why does she get attacked by a lot of women too? And women in our own party, if we're DFLers here. And so what I want to see differently is this. I think it has to come from us. But we need to uplift each other, don't we? Yeah. So the people that we support, the women that we support, also need to be encouraged to lift up other women and not throw women under the bus because it meets whatever their needs are. And I have to end on this. My partner, Jen Westmoreland, is running for Hennepin County Commissioner. And there was an article, front page, if I recall, of the Strib, and you know what the headline was? Mary Moriarty's partner runs for Hennepin County Commissioner. She was completely erased. And that is the topic of conversation. How can she be on the county board when I am county attorney? And I can tell you, I have very little contact with any of the county commissioners. Rarely any, right? But that is the topic of conversation when you have two queer women in elected office or running. Would that ever happen to a man and a woman? No. So I want to see us fight back. If we are about rights and values that we all talk about here, what are we going to do about it? Not just run, not just support the people that run, but speak out about those values and tell people it is not okay when my partner gets asked in an endorsement discussion about her pillow talk with me by a DFL caucus. Senior DFL, by the way, okay? So it is 2024, and so for the next year, I'm just asking us to live the values that we all purport to have, and have that expectation that the people who represent us in elected roles, in appointed roles, follow through with those values. Thank you so much.